Hello children, welcome to 8th social class. Children, today let's learn about business last chapter, that is forms of business organization. As we discussed already in the class, business is nothing but an economic activity or an economic transaction where human being was trying to earn the money. Isn't it children? There we have seen how the wholesale trade will goes off or the retail trade will take. Wholesale in the sense where we have seen a product or a commodity which we are going to sell in a huge quantity or in a large quantity. Whereas retail shop refer to where the quantity, how much we prefer, that much of a quantity we can consume or we can buy. That is of a retail shop. But I hope you observe that both in retail as well as a wholesale, economic activity or the economic transaction will take off. What was that economic transaction, children? Where a person, either you or me, where you are going to start a business, right? You are running a business. In that, you are invested your money and you are going to get a profit. Okay? Either you may be a retail shopkeeper or a wholesale shopkeeper, or you may be running a wholesale business of a huge garment or a retail shop of a small garment shop. So that is up to your choice where what or which kind of a industries or the shop business you are going to do. Okay. Another side of the business activity we have seen industries, isn't it children? Where we have seen cottage industry, small scale industry as well as a small scale industries, isn't it, where you have seen either an individual or a group of a few people where they are going to run a industry, either it is a small scale cottage or a small scale industry, but they are going to start a business. Okay, now what is this forms of business organization? Organization is referred to mainly a concern or a institution or a setup which was going to run by a person. Isn't it children? We can call organization is nothing but of a setup. Correct? Right? It is a setup where we are going to run a business. So forms, what do you mean by forms now? Forms refer to types. Okay? Now let's see, if we are going to run a business, how many types are there? What kind of a types that you can see in a business and you can start a business setup? That is called as a forms of business organization. So now let's assume that you are going to start a business. Okay? Think that now you are going to start a business. What kind of a business you are going to start? Okay? And okay, now you are decided that you are going to run a hotel. Okay? Example, let's take an example of a hotel. Okay, now you decided to start a business of a hotel. This business is called as an organization. Right children? Why it is organization? When it refers to an organization, when we are going to set up a hotel cannot be run by you alone. Can you run children alone? No, you need a workers, you need a cook, you need a cleaner, you need a supplier. Right, to run a hotel business as entire. Okay, so that we will call it as a organization. Okay, now what is a firm then? So firm in the sense, as I told, you have now decided to start a business of a hotel. Okay, so you are going to decide, okay, whether a hotel is going to start by you alone or you need someone to help you. Help you in the sense, correct? You need a supplier, cook, right, cleaner, everything is needed. That is a secondary. But primary what you need a capital. Okay, right? When you need a capital is nothing but a money, isn't it children? Yes, capital is nothing but a money. When to start a hotel, you need a money, correct? So this money, if you have alone, if you have a plenty of money, investment, then you are going to start a business. I'll repeat, if you have a plenty of a capital or a sufficient capital, you are going to run or start a business of your own. Okay, there you are single owner of the hotel. So hotel is entirely belongs to you because you invest Okay, either your own money in the sense that may be your saving, or you maybe took the money as a loan, but where you are alone a person, where you are going to run a hotel. Alone in the sense you are alone owner of that hotel. So such form of a business was called as a sole trading. Is it clear, children? Where in a hotel you are only a one owner and you invested your money to run a business, and your own responsibility to run or to close or decide about the hotel, everything comes to you only. Then that type of a business was called as a sole trading. Okay, what do you mean by sole trading? Sole trading is nothing but where single person, a business is run by a single person, where he is responsible for each and everything. Okay, so how it is owned and what are the features of a sole trading, children? See, the main, it is very easy to remember. It is owned and managed by a single person. Okay, responsibility of the all the business goes to single person. Along with that, we should not forget both loss and profit was be responsible for that single person only, because he cannot appreciate anyone for the performance or the sake of a profit. At the same time, he cannot blame anyone for getting a loss. That is its own responsibility. Okay, then where in a sole trading he was alone, where using his skill, ability, talent, because he is a person, his own responsibility. So where he can use his skill, then ability, then how to improve, how to do the development, how to do the betterment, how to do the innovation, everything was under his control. Single responsibility and liberty also. Then nobody will question you why you are doing that, why not that, why not this. Such question never arise in a sole trading. That is of a sole trading. Is it clear? So what do you mean by sole trading, children? Sole trading in the sense business run by a single person. Okay. Now in that, what are the advantages of a sole trading? You may have seen advantages. Yes. No legal formalities. What do you mean by no legal formalities? Suppose you think that in a business, okay, more than 2 persons are there. In a business, if more than 2 persons are there, then they are going to invest the money. Then a complication will come that I am also going to invest the money and you also going to invest the money. That time legal formality will arise. What is that legal formality? In the sense, we make an agreement that on dated on April 19, I have invested 1 lakh on the business, hotel business, and person B also invested 1 lakh. So total investment of our hotel is 2 lakh and we both are also partner. That is a legal formality where you are making a legal agreement. But remember that in a sole trading, no such legal formalities. Okay, then it can be started by its own capital. As I told, if you have a money, you can start a business. If you don't have a money, then you can approach a bank for a investment, for a loan, and you can run the business. Then your own responsibility, your own decision, when to start, how to start, where to start, everything is depending upon you only. Then in the sole trading, there is no day-to-day problem. Day-to-day transaction is not a big problem. No difficulty arise in day-to-day running business. For example, today you want to prepare only idli, dosa, enough. Because nowadays, because of a COVID situation, customers are very less, so you don't want to prepare in a huge quantity and varieties of a menu you don't want to prepare. You will decide that only idli, dosa or palav. This much is enough. We will see tomorrow. Depending upon today's sale, we will decide tomorrow. I am thinking that we will decide this much only we will cooking today. And nobody can question you. Why only these 3? Why can't you make you some more? Or why can't you do little less? They can't ask you, because your hotel you can run as per your wish. So day-to-day business or transaction will be very easy. Then in the sole trading, you can directly come into the contact of a consumer. Do you agree? Because your hotel, you are running alone, so responsibility is yours. You will go to hotel or a shop every day. You will sit in your shop or hotel where you can meet, interact with the consumer about their good, about their bad or about their deed, isn't it? Then you will get the social contact along with that. Yes children, do you agree? You will get a good social contact with these people. Not only that, you can provide employment to the many people. Okay, how in the sense, as I told, if you are running a hotel as a sole trading, you may be a owner, single owner, okay, but you require people to work under you. Okay, I'll repeat, though you are a single owner, you require many people to work under you. Then you need many more people to employ in a one particular place. Okay, as I told, you need a supplier, you need a cook, you need a cleaner. Okay, so it is like you are providing employment to the many people. Then when you are providing employment to the people, what wealth you had, wealth in the sense what money you had with you, it will become distribute among the people. That we can call as a distribution of a wealth. It is not that I had a 10,000 and that 10,000 I am distributing to all. Okay, whether we will do like that in a business, no, that will become a foolishness. Okay, that 10,000 in a business, if we are investing, we will try to make more of that money. More in the sense, we will think how that 10,000 should be become 12,000 in the next month, so that we will invest, and along with that 10,000 only, okay, we are distributing. How we are distributing? We are giving a job, employment. In return, we are giving to salary them. Okay, then we are not going the amount of our 10,000. What extra for that 10,000 we got, that extra we are giving in form of a salary. That is called as a distribution of a wealth. Okay, then they understand the like and dislike of a consumer, as I told. Okay, when you are a single person to run a business where you can understand the like, dislike of a people, then they are in a position of a take quick decision. What do you mean by the quick decision? For example, as I told, today you want to prepare idli, dosa, kala, okay, that is your own decision. If not that, okay, no problem, tomorrow I will change the menu, something else. Seeing the reaction of the people, I will change the menu tomorrow. Then nobody can question you, why not idli? Why only dosa? Like that nobody can question you. So that is your own risk. Okay. At the same time, they maintain the business secrets. Okay, you maybe have some business strategies to run the business. Okay, that is your own skill, your own talent, or your own plan that you need not to share with anyone, because you are a owner. You can take a decision of your own. Okay, and as all the business have its few advantages, industries or the business organization have its own disadvantages. Correct, children? Do you agree? As all the business have its own advantages, it too has its own disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Disadvantages in the sense, as I told, it is run by a single person. Okay, it was assumed that to run a business, to development of a business, more than a single person, group work will affect more. Right? Instead of running business on one's own decision, let's take opinion of a few more people. Let's utilize the ability and skill of a few more people. It is needed. So it was assumed that if you are running business with the help or the responsibility of a single person, that it will be considered as a failure, because as it was one of the condition of a sole trading, both profit and loss was run by or the responsible of the single person. Right, the profit will accept, but what about loss? As a single person, he cannot bear a huge loss. Right, and at the same time, single person, he may not get all the innovative or the developmental ideas. He need two more person to work together on the process of a development. Right, so it says that group decisions are always better than a single decision. Isn't it so? Sole trading. If I may get the wrong idea, right? If I add my partner, he may be correct. Me in hand. Think that today I am sick. Okay, I cannot go to a hotel. Then on whose responsibility we can run, we can leave the hotel like that? On the basis of a worker? No. In that case, we realize the need of another person, partner. Okay, because that partner too was responsible for loss as well as the profit. In my absence, he may look after the business. Or other side, a person who was running the business, single person, he may die. Next, who is the responsible for that business? Right? Thinking all together, it was assumed that how much the sole trading is look simple, as simple it look, it even need few more responsibility, few more improvement in a form of a business. For the improvement of a trading, sole trading, next one is partnership trade has been introduced. Partnership trading. See, what do you mean by partnership? Partnership trade in the sense, as this is run by a single person, here partnership is run by more than one person. Two or more person can run a business at a time. Okay, that was referred as a partnership trade. So when did this partnership act has been came into existence? In 1932. Okay, on 1932, according to the Constitutional Act Section 4, Constitutional Act has given permission to the partnership trade. So in 1932, the Partnership Act came into existence. As per that Act 4 has permitted you to go for a partnership trade. For example, you think that to run a business you need a 10 lakh. Okay, assume that to run a business you need a 10 lakh. 5 lakh anyhow I can manage. Then what about you will do for 5 more lakh? What you will do? That 5 lakh also you invested on the basis of a bank loan, not of your saving. So remaining 5,000 how you will invest? That comes from your partner. Okay, so a constitution is provided that you can run or start a partnership trade on the basis of a constitutional 1932 act, where a government is permitted that not a single person, more than a single person, they can run a business. Okay, more than how much? More than in the sense nearly 20 members. Nearly 20 members can run a business. One business, nearly 20 members can run a business. If suppose that is related business, something about bank, something business which is related to the bank, they are permitted only up to 10 members. 10 members can be partners, not more than that. Where if the business related to banking transaction or banking related activity, their partners can be only 10. If it is any general business, then the partners can be more than a 10 or a 20 also it was permitted. Okay. Now, let's see what are the types of these partnership trade. They are what are the types of partners? What are the types of partner? First one is active partner. What do you mean by active partner? For example, in a business, as I told, you are running a hotel. 5-star hotel you are running. Okay. There 5 members are active. 5 members are, okay, sorry, you are running a hotel where there are 5 partners. Okay. 5 members are active. In that, 2 are active member. Okay. What do you mean by 2 are active? 2 are active in the sense every day the 2 members will come to hotel. Okay, they will come to hotel and they will see every day how the business will goes on. What are the decisions to be taken? They will see the customer need. like this, like everything they will observe, and every day to day loss profit they will take out. They will look after what are the requirement of a hotel. So every up to date they will keep regarding the business. They are called as the active members. Okay, active involvement of a business we can see in a trade. Okay, because though the 5 members also the partner of a business, but these 2 are active in a business. At the same time, you should remember that these 2 persons are equally responsible for loss and profit. How much profit he was getting in a hotel, that the 2 are very essential in sharing the both loss and profit, because every day to day transaction they are going to be observed. Okay, then next one is sleeping partner. Sleeping partner refer to think that these 2 are active. Okay, and one is a sleeping partner. Sleeping partner in the sense, though he will invest his money in a business, children, he was not going to come every day to the hotel as an active partner. Is it clear? Is it understood? See, in a 5 member, 2 are an active partner. Active in the sense, every day they will come to a hotel, they will look after the transaction. Okay, whereas the sleeping partner, out of 10 lakh of a business, okay, he has invested his amount of a 3 lakh. 3 lakh he has invested, but he won't come to see the look after the business transaction. Okay, it has to be run by remaining 4 person or a 2 person or a 1 person. He is not bothered. In his legal deed, legal agreement, he has written that I am a sleeping partner. My investment or my share is of 3 lakh. If you are getting a hotel profit, then you have to give him a profit, because he has not contributed for the profit loss as well as the profit. Is it clear? He has not contributed either for the loss or the profit, but he has contributed for the investment. For that investment return you are giving as a profit. He is a sleeping partner. Or else, even we can say, if in few business it will also take as, if sleeping partner, because he is not coming to look after day-to-day transaction, he was equally responsible for loss as well as a profit. Is it clear? Because it was the most essentially run in a business that every day I can't able to come, because I may think that he may be working in some other company, but saving he has invested in a hotel as a partner. Is it clear, children? He was working in somewhere, but his saving he has invested as a somewhere to run a hotel. That case he will become a sleeping partner, and everyday transaction he cannot look into that, so that he is a sleeping partner. In the sense, his share is there in a hotel, my share is there, my contribution is there in a hotel. At the same time, he will be held responsible for both loss as well as a profit. Okay. Another one is nominal partner. What do you mean by nominal partner? Nominal partner refer to, for example, you think that a father invested money, okay, father invested money in your name and he was working in somewhere else. In that case, you are a partner of a business. If suppose one of the business partner died, and if he died, then his son or his daughter will be considered as a nominal partner, and their contribution will be given to the nominal. Nominal in the sense, for whom the father has made as a nominee. My son is my nominee, my daughter is my nominee. In the sense that after the death of the father or a mother in a business, the children will be took as a nominal partner. In the sense that the share of a loss and profit goes to them. Okay. Then the next one is minor. Minor refer to mainly we see here in a nominal partner that much 18-19 year we won't see, but whereas in a minor partner we will see was below 18 years, then that case was considered as a minor partner, because he was not has reached the knowledge of business, or he was below 18 years, so he will be considered as a nominal partner. Okay, so where he was responsible only for a profit but not as a loss. Is it clear? See, I will repeat. Both active, he was responsible for both loss and profit. Sleeping partner, though his presence is not required in everyday business, okay, everyday business, but still he was responsible for both loss and profit. Nominal in the sense, he may be an active partner, he may comes to every day to look after the business, but after death of this partner, the share of his goes to his children. Whereas minor in the sense, in a business, a below 18 year a partner was considered as a minor partner, whereas he was responsible only for the profit but not of a loss. Okay, this is up to our today's lesson, children. Remaining part I will continue in the next class. Till then, you have to read the lesson for your better understanding, children. Okay, hope you will do the reading. Take care, children.